What really intrigued me was the EMT part and getting in there and seeing all the things that it takes to be an EMT, and just reading about that, being there to help those that are in need, can't help themselves. That's really intrigued me. Not so much as the fire part or the tripling the chances of cancer. I almost dropped out once I got that word.
Well, tell me about that. So you got what word about that?
Well, we were sitting in class in Camden, and we were just going over the numbers of how your chances basically triple to get cancer. Once you are exposed to different fires or hazardous material, just smoke inhalation period, being on the scene, breathing in, even after the fire is over.
I guess in the academy is when we first started talking about it. I mean, it's only been in the last 10 or 15 years that the cancer awareness has grown like it has. You turn on TV and watch one of these old firefighter movies, and the real world is nothing like TV. But you see these old movies, these guys walking around in these burning houses, no air pack, and no light of a cigarette on the scene, and yeah, that's pretty accurate how it was back in the day. But like I said, the last 10, 15 years, cancer awareness has grown, and it's kind of scary, to be honest. I mean, to know that, like Haley said, that it's three times more likely to get cancer. I think I read a study one time that 80% of firefighters develop some form of cancer. 80%. Now, that's not to say that you're going to die from the cancer, but
But you have to again wonder, okay, are you really willing to run inside of this burning structure to save whoever, whatever pet, property, whatever it is? So I swore 21 years ago that I would do that, and I have went through a lot of changes. Pulled muscle, sprained muscles, cancer, the whole 9 yards. And I guess I would do it all over again because I think about those citizens out there who say, well, no, thanks. And you not even know who they are. Because, when you roll into those scenes, you don't really care who they are. You're just going to save a faceless soul. That's all you know.
Now we're realizing that what we did years ago is actually what's causing the cancer. The smoke, the air, the stuff we've done has been proven to cause the certain kind of cancers in firemen. So they noticed that this guy in this state, and this guy in this state, and this guy in this here, they all got the same cancer. Well, why? It was because of what we did pre-fire, before we did pre-cancer. Now we know, so now we try to prevent that from happening. And back when I started, I never, cancer was, you never knew what, you just went in there and did it, But now you better have air pack on.
And one of the things that I found out was that because when we go into smoke-filled environments, the smoke that you inhale, even with your pack on, we have our SCBA, which is our self-contained breathing apparatus. Even with those breathing apparatuses on, you still going to have smoke that's going to get into your lungs and into your system. And that's the biggest problem that we have in reference to the fire department. The cancer is really running rapid in the fire service. It's probably higher in the fire service than in most jobs.
Back in the day, it was kind of a macho thing that, look at my helmet, it's all dirty and nasty, But now it's like, I try to wash that stuff immediately because now we know the risk, of the cancers and stuff like that. And there's so many different types of cancers that people can have.
And it's serious because it doesn't just come from smoke inhalation. There's all type of chemical agents and residue and things of that nature that, you have to watch out for.
Captain's a cancer survivor. He had, colon cancer. Was out of service for, I guess, almost a year, about a year.
Year and a half. You talk about the camaraderie and the brotherhood. When I was off doing my chemo and radiation, the first 4.5 months I was off, I never used a sick day. These guys filled in and worked my shift for me. So I never had to use any sick leave until my second go round. So you talking about a blessing.
We had some type of class or something at the training center. And it wasn't that, it might have been 5 years ago. I'd already been here for a few years.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of hear about it, but then they
Yeah.
actually brought down,
Yeah.
they actually brought down some statistics and a list of like different cancers that a lot of guys in the state of Arkansas who were firefighters or former firefighters was getting. And you're like, a lot of us, we kind of feel invincible, like, oh, it won't happen to me, it won't happen to me. But then you see these guys, you talk to some of them, you're like, man, he's no different than me. He's going through the same type of environments that I'm going to. It kind of, it kind of weighs heavy on you, when you come to work every day. And like I said, you may have family and friends. You're like, man, I'm kind of young and I still got 20 plus more years of dealing with this stuff, so that could be me. To say the least, it's scary.
Well, what drove me to keep going, because I was already in there. I was too far along, halfway through, and it's not a bad job. It's not like we fight fires every day, and then, I'm still a hero at heart, so I just couldn't let it go like that, so.
The hero at heart.
I am a hero at heart. Really though. And then, like I said, it's still a good job with great benefits. It's just a risk, like with everything that you do in life. So I'm here taking the risk, and, hoping and trusting that God, He'll protect me from the cancer. So.
One of the things that a lot of people don't really know, say you work in a factory for 30 years and you get sick because of all the chemicals you're exposed to, you're covered under workman's comp, you're covered under the insurance. Right now in the state of Arkansas, cancer is not covered under a line of duty illness or line of duty death. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, that's nationwide. They do not consider it a line of duty death if you die because of cancer.